There's another planet. That's 4 million kilometers. How hard could it be? That's going to take a lot of science packs just to get it there. I should have named this Apollo 13. We're going to have to upgrade all of our planets to be able to produce quantum processors. We have a few big projects ahead of us now. The main one is the quest for the shattered planet. We have to build a new ship to make it all the way out here to the shattered planet. Taking a look at everything that we have available to us, we've researched pretty much everything in the game. We just have all the infinite researchables now. But we can get along with making railgun turrets, because I think that's what we're going to need quite a few of. And I've been spending some time off camera preparing us up a little bit of a surplus of items. I've been getting legendary cargo bays, and I've been preparing a bunch of legendary asteroid collectors that we can use. Firstly, we can use to upgrade the technomancers, because I think we need to kind of go all in on the legendary equipment if we want any sort of chance of pushing through this. So I'm going to recall all the ships back to Narvis. Actually, we've got some already sitting here at Narvis, so I'm going to pause them. Okay, we have 86 crushers, and we have 20 extendo things. So let's start with those. 86 is a lot of these. That's basically almost this entire row. So I need to put those into a chest. Same thing with the asteroid collectors, and then we need to come over here and start upgrading them. Maybe we build an upgrade planner for this. We can go from regular crushers to legendary crushers. There we go. And we can also do the same thing with the asteroid collectors. We can switch those to legendaries. So now if I just run this over the entire thing, that should now request some legendary replacements. Nice. And somebody's out of fuel. Oh. How on earth did this train run out of fuel? What the heck? Are we just not making fuel? Oh, we are actually just not making fuel. Okay, that's an issue. I'm gonna have to go and fix that. Alright, in the meantime, before we even start building everything we need for a new ship, we've also got to make a trip over to Fulgora because we ran out of scrap. We are bone dry on scrap. So I need to head to Fulgora and fix that up. We can probably either take advantage of this. Let's take advantage of this island. Let's try and actually make use of the 410 million scrap that we have sitting on here, instead of the measly little 200Ks that we've got down here. And then we got to head over to Gleber and fix up the train. Actually, we should probably fix up the train immediately so everything doesn't spoil. Yeah, we'll do that first. Except my ship is currently sitting over Vulcanus. I'm trying to collect resources everywhere. Oh, actually, we're full on resources. Holy moly. This thing is full. Just nuke Gleber instead. Now, that's an idea I'd really like to play with. I'm also going to drop down all the Prometheum asteroid chunks, and we can figure out what to do with that pretty soon. Let's head up there now. The artillery train has been going a little nuts, and if I zoom out, you can see the radius that it's been absolutely pummeling. Absolutely cleared out a whole bunch of enemies, and they've been sending attack waves, which you can kind of see here. There were so many attack waves coming around, blowing up the walls, but they're all sorted now. Ooh, the pollution's gotten worse, I think because they're not absorbing it anymore. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's about to go transcontinental. Okay, now, how do we fix this problem? Let me grab my parts. How do we solve this crisis? We need to be requesting items, so I should probably turn that back on. We need some brains. We need a little bit of nutrients, so I'll squeeze this down to 10. And this needs to make jelly. And then this needs to export spoilage and seeds, and we can throw some productivity on that. Cool. That should be producing rocket fuel now, and then that'll eventually move around. So then we can grab one of these and request rocket fuel into this requester chest. There we go. Ah, okay, and then we'll probably do the same thing over here. We can copy this, plonk it down there. Check that in. Nice. Now I need to go run down and fill this train. Boom. Ah, that is an issue. Why are we out of seeds? How does this keep happening to us? Okay, there we go. We got a few seeds. So if the new ship that I'm going to build today fails, we are going to have to come back and rebuild Glebra, I think. And I think we're going to have to completely upscale to take all this real estate. Something I wanted to try. I've been upgrading my lasers. I want to see just how effective it is at killing these things. Whoa, okay, there we go. Damn, we can take these guys out now. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so these guys aren't going to be an issue for us anymore, which means I should be able to just run around and start clearing them all out. And then we can head over to Fulgora and fix up this nightmare. We also got another 499 million down here, which is really good. 410, 499, yeah. We got to build a station, I think. Yeah, if I took out all these accumulators and built a station in there that then unloads and sends around, we might be able to take advantage of that space. Yep, alright, let's give that a go. Yeah, I think these railguns are going to remain dormant on this ship probably indefinitely. I don't think I'm sending this ship out into the field again. This thing's just going to stay my personal transport and that's probably it. Okay, so if I knock this out, something like that, and turn this into an elevated track. There we go. I need my drills, big fat drills. Then we can build a little station here and then elevate it back up. And then we should be able to just connect this back up again. Yeah, like that. Nice. I don't know what color to make this or what to name the train, but it's just going to sit here for now. Yeah, I think just the 2-carriage design is probably going to be enough for this. So let's grab a little train loader. Yeah, okay, this is coming along. Oh, that just squeezes in. Nice. Let's do that. What's wrong with the train? Why is he... Man, he's excited. He's just running around everywhere. Woo! Weight condition. Right, okay, we need full cargo. There we go, that's better. Okay, there we go. Now we just need to power all this. Then we need to build a bus. Somehow we need to get this scrap over to this side. Yeah, that restores the scrap. Actually, I think that sorts all of it out for us. Yeah, I think that's actually the whole factory scrap sorted. Oh no, the holmium. We're full on holmium again. What? Alright, well, it looks like everything else is going well. Yep, all this is back online. We should be getting superconductors. Yep, we are. So in that case, let's build a new space platform. I don't know what we're going to name this, so I'm just going to leave it as Untitled 2 for now. We'll come up with a name for it soon, I'm sure. Let's start designing this ship. I think we're definitely going to need something big. So if we started off with this and then copy this onto the other side. Let's copy it onto that side. Copied half of that and then flip it. So then if we copy this, is this too big? Maybe it's too big. What if we narrowed it a little bit? Now if we copy this side and then flip it again. Okay, that's good. And then I think we just need to run it up and down. But the main thing that we need to build around on this ship is going to be ammo production. So let's try some foundries. Actually, no, let's sort out storage first. So I have a bunch of legendary cargo bays ready to go. We need to figure out how we're going to store everything on here. We can probably play around with some design like this. That way we are minimizing the amount of ports that we lose access to extract and insert items with this thing. It would be cool to fit our fusion reactor in the middle here. Let's see, can we squeeze a fusion reactor? Ooh, this might work. Then a fusion generator set can come into here. Something like that. That should produce us 200 megawatts of power. How much did Boogaloo demand? Somebody told me on YouTube that you can show the electric network through here. And I'm like, how long have I not known that this was a thing? Because I've been using electric poles to check the network. So I can just click on this. 50 megawatts. I think this peaked at 90 megawatt demand last time. So if I just use 200 megawatts from the fusion, we should be good. So if we do 200 megawatts, that should be plenty to supply the whole thing. Yeah, I like this design. If we really wanted to, we could also fit in some more fusion in here. That might do the trick. And then we need an inserter, and this will run into a splitter, and this will supply the fusion cells to the reactors. I'm liking this. That's a cool little reactor setup, I think. Except it's not symmetrical, but we'll look past that. That's power sorted, so the next thing we need to do is ammo production. That's what we've got to really focus on. We need our railguns. Question is how many? If we do something like this maybe, and then if we copy that, we can make it symmetrical. Maybe we'll move these up a little bit. Yeah, I think that's looking good for coverage. We need to be able to supply enough ammo to these guys, so I think we'll do the ammo production in here where the meat of the ship is probably. We need molten iron, we need molten copper. Molten iron then needs to turn into iron plates, steel plates, and if we want to do repair kits on board, we'll need to also turn them into gears, I think. We can cast this straight into copper plates, but then we can turn that into copper wires. We could run calcite through here and then just squeeze it in like that. Magazines, wherever they are. Here we go. Firearm magazines. Yeah, let's use stack inserters. I want to try and make sure we get the maximum throughput with this. Now, this is the tricky part is I don't think we can just do a simple manifold. We did that last time and the pickup rates weren't great. Do something like this. This becomes a tunnel. Like that. Maybe? Stack inserters here. Yeah, okay, this might work. Kind of depends on collecting rocks and asteroids and things. Speaking of, I do need to figure out where we're going to put our little arms out here. Could probably just lay them out like that. Now to make the other ammo type, we need explosives and copper cable. This is going to make us explosive. No, hang on. This needs to make us sulfur. It needs to make us coal. Oh, hang on a second. Coal synthesis. Ah, and that has to be done in a chemical plant. Okay. We need sulfur and carbon and water. Oh, there's so many steps. So many steps here. I do have legendary crushers. Could maybe just squeeze them along the side here. We need to be making a few things. Number one, I think we need to use all of the advanced types for this. What if we put some space between these for a beacon? We're going to be exporting iron ore and we're going to be exporting copper ore. Copper goes on one side, iron goes on the other side. Do a quick stack inserter. Actually, no, we can do splits for this. And then stack inserters, which then merge the belts together. Yeah, okay, there we go. I think we've got the workings of a design coming through. I have no idea how fast it's going to go. And then we probably need another loop belt that goes around the whole thing. Something like that. These guys will just need a single belt. It then turns into a merger belt. I think that's the best we can do. Right, now, there is a new unique problem. And that is, when I build all this stuff, everything here is going to be consuming so much power. What I need to be doing is I think we need to try out this power switch here, which I've never used before, but if we build a little power switch, we can connect everything up to the power switch and turn everything off. I've never used the power switches before. I've just kind of brute forced, if power low, more power. On a ship like this, I definitely need to be conserving it, so I think we need to do our little split here. This is going to be metallic chunks. If we can't fit any on the left, that'll go on the right, which will then merge back into the main belt. Actually, yeah, that is something else we didn't think of. We need fuel. We need thrusters. We need to design a thruster pod, actually. Okay, let's try that. I have legendary thrusters. This thing's already weighing 1,000 tons, which is about as much as Electric Boogaloo weighed as well. We had 10 thrusters on this thing, and it was taking us around 200 kilometers per second. In legendary quality, they produce, okay, 2.5 times the thrust. They also consume 2.5 times the fuel. Let's try this. So if we do 5 on that side, 5 on this side, copy this. We can do the fuel processing down here. So if we have 10 on each side, 20 thrusters, each operating at 300 per second, we can process fuels at a rate of 1.5k per 10 seconds. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, hang on, I don't think we have power. I think we need some power on this thing. Literally just trying to squeeze these things wherever we can. Maybe this will be enough. We'll see. Okay, we mentioned we need more guns. How many more guns? Could put these over here. Put one there, and then maybe put one there. Okay, there we go. Power's starting to come through. There we go, we have power. And then these are now producing at 2.5k per second. So With 6 of these, we have way too many. 4 of them is going to give us 10k, so we could probably just knock these out. Oxide chunks are going to come through here. Then we're also going to get calcite. Calcite needs to split, and it either needs to go into making fuel, or it needs to go into making ores. Oh yeah, this is looking good. So the next thing we need to do with the ice is turn it straight into water. Okay, so I can turn these off. And that seems to do absolutely nothing. We've connected these up. What's going on? Network's connected. Output is full. Interesting, okay. This is a little scuffed. Bear with me, chat. This is going to form our calcite. And then our iron can be on this belt. Yeah! There's the engine pod we're after. We're doing a thing. It's coming together. We need to get the carbon done now. So if we copy this setup yet again, and then we can change up this recipe so it's carbon. I wonder if I've actually not given myself enough space here. That would be a little embarrassing. Okay, there we go. It's the wrong rock. No. Oh, that's painful. Oh, that's embarrassing. Top tier gameplay from me. Now we have our mixture of carbonic and sulfur. We need to do a split here into the 2 different types. So the sulfur can stay up here and we can turn them into explosives. Carbon needs to split because we need it to go to 2 different places. One of them is going to be all the way down here to be turned into thruster fuel. Now we're making thruster fuel, so then I need to get these across onto both sides of the ship. Should be easy. Famous last words. There we go. And then that plugs in together like that. Look at us go. Oh. We ran out of one pipe. Oh man, how do we connect this up? Do I have the same problem over here? I do. Oh, okay. How do we fix this? Those two have to connect, but this also has to connect. Unless this is mighty scuffed, but that works. Can we scuff this with a tank? Yes, yes we can. Yeah! Yeah, that works. So now we just need to do the same thing over here. Okay, that connects, that connects. This connects up like that. This moves down one. That can run across there. There we go. The engine pods are now complete. Now we need to figure out the ammo situation. We need steel plate, explosives. Yes, explosives are the scary part. Let's grab ourselves a cryogenic plant. We need water. There we go. And then we need sulfur and we need coal. How do we do coal? Coal synthesis. There we go. Coal synthesis. Look at that. I've hit a bit of a space restriction here. Maybe if we move all this up one. What I need to do is split this. Okay, this is going to be a little bit scuffed. Sure, we can just do that. There you go. Yeah, that's going to make us our explosives. Then we can use productivity modules. We got some legendaries. Let's do the rare ones for now, I think. Going to make us a lot of explosives. Then we can try and squeeze some beacons in as well. Yeah, this will work. Oh, and that's the other thing too, is I forgot about the ammo loot belt. Oh, but then there's also the turrets too. The gun turret. Whoa, we forgot the gun turrets. I just don't know if this is going to be enough coverage, to be honest. Okay, I think that should be just about it, to be honest. Now we should be making piercing rounds magazines, which then needs to join up with the ammo belt. We're going to have railgun ammo on this side. There we go, that's 3 of those. Now we just need the steel and the explosives. No, I'm not liking this. There we go. We can run it upwards. Double lane this. We're going to see either a spectacular success or a spectacular failure. Oh, look how quick he's going. If this actually works, I'm going to be really happy. Okay, and there we go. So now we're just waiting for turbo underground belts. Yeah, okay. This is going to be a bit of an issue, isn't it? We're going to have to eject the excess copper, I think. Let's route this somewhere to get rid of. I think I know just where to eject these items. It breaks my heart to see so many ores go out the window. There we go. Our ship is complete. How many railguns do we have set up? 20. Oh, okay. Do we have enough of those? Boogaloo has 9 plus 4. No, we don't have enough. Okay. Have to make a few more. Oh wow, I didn't even realize we have so many legendary quantum processors left. What the heck? I grossly miscounted how many we'd need for the fusion reactors. Well, in that case, we could if we wanted to make legendary railgun turrets. We'll see if this ship works first, and if it doesn't, then we'll try again with legendaries. Okay, so this guy's going to go for big and medium, no, big and huge, and then ignore the unlisted targets. And then the opposite is going to happen to the small turrets. Is there anything else I'm forgetting? All right, we should be good to try it out now. Let's do a quick test run and take it to Leber. Oh no, the ejected goods are coming back on us. Ah! Wait a minute. How fast was that? How quickly did we just get to Gleber? What the heck? Hang on. Narvis. Let's head back to Narvis. I wasn't paying attention. Holy, we are traveling at 343 kilometers per second. That is fast. And it looks like I forgot to wire in some of these, so we could even go faster. That looks like some pretty good turret coverage to me. Actually looks kind of like a crab. But this ship survived. It survived a very rudimentary trip, so I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. The only problem is the water. The water is still kind of slow. Let's get some more productivity modules going, I think. Chuck some in there and some in there. Oh, we forgot the speed modules in here. Whoops, that'll probably speed things up a little. Oh yeah, that did it. I think I've got a new name for this ship. Apollo 13. Or what's inevitably going to happen, I think. Are we at the very least going to get 60,000 kilometers into the shattered planet? Okay, railguns are starting to work. Oh no, hang on, what happened here? A couple of things have gone wrong. We didn't even make it. God damn. A couple of things just went very, very wrong. Number one, this guy is not picking up ammo. Well, at least he is picking up ammo, but he's not getting protected. Why not? What if we ran another turret? Run number 1, 0 kilometers. Yep. Could stick one there, and then we can put a splitter in here. Alright, we're traveling at a diminishing rate. Why is that diminishing? Oh, that's around the wrong way. That's why. There we go. Now we should be making enough fuel. I think I know what knocked out these guns. It's the fact that we don't have gun turrets up here to try and defend. We may have to move this belt onto this side of this belt to try and get the ammo up on top, and then we can do some gun turrets. Railguns are holding up. It could be faster. Could be a lot faster, honestly. Maybe we need to go for legendary speed modules. Oh, yes. 125% speed is pretty good. Maybe that's what we need next. But the ship has just made it to Aquilo. I could have named it Aquilo 13 as well. We still have one more destination to get to. The solar system edge. Apollo 13 is on the way. Man, even traveling at 350 kilometers per second, this thing is doing pretty well. Efficiency's at 81%, that's pretty good. Railguns are doing well. That is a lot of stuff coming out of here. Oh no, we're out of ammo. Damn, so we're just not making railgun ammo fast enough. Yeah, well, that didn't work. This is terrible. We're not making enough explosives to be able to make enough railgun ammo. And in fact, we might not even just be making enough railgun ammo, even if we had all the items to supply it with. But I'm going to try and copy one of these. How have I goofed this up? Try and squeeze this in down here. Yep, let's see how that goes. Now, gun turrets. I think we need more gun turrets. 3 turrets I think is going to be enough for here. I'm definitely going to have to make some more turrets. Everything's holding steady. Can't believe this is not going as smoothly as before. It's a bigger ship. It's more purpose-built. It's got more stuff. It's literally built to get here, and somehow I'm doing worse. I wonder if I really do need rockets. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Let's keep pushing. Oh, what caused that? We're blowing the rocks, and then they're splitting into fragments that then take out these guys. Maybe that's where the rocket turrets come in handy. Yep, we're just not firing quick enough. Okay, I see what the problem is. The annoying thing with rocket turrets is they just take a little bit of time to build. I don't think we can even bother with legendaries, can we? We almost could, but the carbon fiber is a problem. We don't have ready access to legendary carbon fiber. I have a quick look at Gleba. 14, 10, couple in there. Yeah, it's not going to be enough. Okay, we'll just do regular turrets. The range is pretty good, so if we plonked a couple down here, maybe we just squeeze a couple there on the side. I think we need a couple here, and possibly one down here. There we go, and our explosives can then enter through there. Nice. This is very scuffed and ugly. Ooh. I wonder if we could squeeze it down here. Yes, yes we can. Not too sure about this though. If we copy this here, and then ran this across this way. Yep, this might work. Yeah, there we are. We now have a nice big old loop for our rockets that we're probably not going to be producing even remotely enough of. What happened? That went horribly. I don't think this ship is going to do it. I don't think I've done a good job here. I think it's got to be bigger. It's got to go buses. That's what we need. Let's try this again. Let's head to the solar system edge. Can this ship finally make it to the solar system edge? Oh, Jesus, what the heck? I think we're just not making enough explosives. Yeah. It'd be cool to set up a circuit to control speed. Yeah, it would be. Can we even do that? If I connect this up. Read speed. We can read the speed, but the only problem is we can't connect these thrusters. We'd have to set up a pump that pumps fuel. Of course! Pumps! Of course! Holy, how did I not think of that? You're a genius! Okay, pumps need engine units and pipes. I'm gonna have to do that later on the next iteration of this ship, because there's some missing pieces, but I just want to see how far this will go. We'll try and get some promethium chunks and take them home, where we can save on some of our science packs. Yeah, okay, it's really struggling on the rocket ammo. Oh, because we're out of explosives. Can I do this? Oh, yes, I can. How did we run out of rocks? We ran out of carbonic rocks. That is not good. Oh, I'm not reprocessing anything. Right, that makes sense. That's why we ran out of rocks. That's another consideration we have to make. Okay, I think we need to improve... We need to improve our explosives damage. I think that's something we gotta do, which means we need more Gleba science. Which means Gleba. Uh-oh, we lost one. Nah, okay, we're just not producing ammo enough. Okay, this was a bit of a failed design, I think. Might send this one back to Narvis, and we'll have to try and build another one. A bigger one, a stronger one, probably with a bigger reactor in it. And I'm gonna have to actually sit and do some... Oh, shit. You're gonna need more guns, absolutely.